Aries, welcome to your mid-January general love reading. This is your girl, Mermaid Scales Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me here. This is a general love reading for the Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and or any other strong placement for the sign of Aries. This is a general reading, so please keep in mind to only take what resonates and leave what doesn't for someone else who needs to hear this message. Hi, Cross Watchers. You're very welcome here if you're interested in Aries. Who wouldn't be? I like to remind Aries and Cross Watchers that energy is fluid. So this simply means you may feel like I'm describing a certain situation in the reading where you may feel the roles are flipped or reversed, and that's completely okay. You're more than welcome to use your own discretion to flip those roles. If that resonates with your specific situation the best. Okay, Aries, finally some cards came out, and when the cards go on that long with shuffling, I feel there's a silence between you and someone else. Maybe a recent silence, trying to, I don't know, someone trying to tell you something, not knowing how to tell you something. So what you have, oh my goodness. Okay, first we have wedding. And it says this situation involves a marriage. And then we have forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. Wow, okay, that's a big start. So I almost feel like this is someone that you are romantically involved with and have been for a while. And whether that's an on again, off again type of thing, or it's just you've been in a connection for a few months at the very least. And it's kind of similar to Pisces reading, what I'm picking up here, but almost as if you guys have just gone through something that has been a little bit more difficult. Maybe it's an adjustment to each other now that you guys are getting more real with one another, open with one another. But there's something that I feel as if someone is going to apologize for that is by apologizing, by being real, being open, being honest. They're scared to do this. That's maybe why the silence is kind of happening. They're scared to tell you why this happened or how they felt. But they're doing this because they care about you. They're doing this because they love you. And I do feel as if with this wedding card, there's some sort of contract here between the two of you that is going to remain solid, despite whatever has happened in the recent past. I don't feel this is as devastating as cheating, but it really could be anything, as far as just maybe someone not fully stepping up to the plate, not giving an offer that someone's been waiting for. But I feel that offer is going to be given now. And part of the reason why it wasn't offered before, I feel the timing wasn't right. Maybe someone had to go through some sort of healing, some sort of awakening, or some sort of transformation before they could be in alignment with you and your needs and your wants, Aries. But they've done the work. They've done the reflection. They've done the understanding. They've done the healing. And you are the catalyst to that. It's very powerful connection and energy I'm picking up here for you guys. Let's keep going. Cupid's arrow. Okay, have faith. Love is coming. Surprise invitation or meeting. And hesitation. Cupid's arrow has struck the both of you. Aries, I do feel that someone is very much falling in love with you or has fallen in love with you. And they're doing things that they never done before because they never felt this way about anyone else. They're about to take a risk here in either revealing something to you, telling you something that's been on their mind and their heart about you, or fully offering you a wedding proposal. And it could just be as simple as, will you be my boyfriend, my girlfriend? But something where it's really going to change your whole love life. And then the hesitation is kind of ringing through to me. So as long as it took for those cards to come out, someone has been hesitating. Someone has been really nervous. They're going back and forth saying, if I tell this to Aries, if I offer this to Aries, will they accept this? Will they reject this? But again, Spirit, God, the universe is pushing them to do this because I think you've been waiting for it, Aries. I really do. Tell me more, Spirit. Tell me more. I wish I could see you again soon. Interesting. So I wonder if someone has been in separation. And this could be reconciliation vibes coming through for some of you guys. As this is a general reading, I'm going to try to hit on all points for as many people that are listening to this. But no, I see more so for most of you. I don't know, maybe there's a distance between the two of you. You live in different cities, different states, maybe different countries. So the long distance relationship has been pretty difficult. But maybe someone's finally planning to come see you face to face, planning a trip, moving closer to you, wants to move closer to you. But I feel as if whatever it is that they need to tell you, whatever it is that they want to offer to you, they have to do it face to face. So this is big, Aries. This does not feel like it's just something that's going to be insignificant, something you're going to shrug at. This feels something very powerful, very much emotionally involved. And this person hasn't done this before as far as putting themselves out there like this, but they feel the most comfortable with you. And I gotta say, with this wedding card here, maybe they're gonna invite you to be their date to a wedding. But I do feel that you two have a purpose, have a plan. Both of you are starting to understand why you met. This is no accident, no coincidence. I do feel that you guys, through all the healing, the transformation, the whole journey you guys have been on together, it's about to take a turning point that is going to expand this connection in a way that hasn't been expanded before. So let's dive into the tarot. I definitely want to get deeper into this. So with the tarot, I'm going to ask how they feel about you right now. What do they think of you? What do they like about you? What do they not like about you? What do they like about the connection that they have with you currently? And what do they not like about it? And what are their highest hopes and deepest fears in regards to this connection with you, Aries? What are they really hoping is going to happen and unfold? And what are they afraid of? Wow, yeah. I mean, whatever this is, they're nervous, but they feel like they need to make a decision. They feel like they have to do it now. I don't know, maybe there's some sort of understanding energetically that you're having some sort of ultimatum as far as if they don't do it soon, then I'm going to be done with it. They've energetically picked up on that because I think you guys energetically are very bound to one another, tied to one another, and you feel each other's energies very, very strongly, even if someone tries to hide or deny it. Wow. Okay. So, bottom of the deck, we have the Devil card. Interesting, Pisces had this card at the bottom of the deck. So if you're dealing with a Pisces or if you have strong Pisces in your chart, I suggest checking out the Pisces reading to see if there's messages for you there. Kind of different than Pisces reading, I do feel there is something that was stopping you guys from being together. Now, whether that was someone's outdated belief, someone's insecurities, fears around a situation, fears around love. But for some of you, this could have been an outside factor, such as, the distance between the two of you, where someone feels like they have to stay in the city, country, state they're in because of a job, because family's there. It's a big risk to take to move wherever you are for them, for some of you guys. But the Devil here, yeah, I really do feel as if maybe there was someone that was acting out of the ego for too long. Maybe they didn't fully believe in a love like the one they started to establish with you, Aries. They may have been someone who was a bit more immature in the beginning, someone who was just looking for temporary vices, who initially was very, very sexually attracted to you. I mean, I think the sexual chemistry between the two of you is very, very strong. You're definitely the best in bed they've ever had if you have had sexual relations with them. But this is correlating with the forgiving and learning. And I think that they have really realized the things, that behaviors, the patterns that prevented them from growing, that prevented them from evolving to being in the alignment and the vibration that you're in, Aries. And I do feel in a lot of ways they've overcome their own demons. They've overcome their own vices, their own fears. Someone could have had addiction issues, whether that's addiction to food, to drugs, to alcohol, could be something like that. But it could also be addiction to staying complacent, staying safe, not going outside of the box because you don't know what's going to happen. But there's some sort of demon that they've really have overcome within themselves. And that was their higher selves, that was God's spirit, encouraging them to fight that demon so they can be with you, because spirit has a plan for the two of you. And I do feel, especially with soulmate connections, I feel this one is, at the very least, a soulmate connection. They are meant to trigger a catalyst, an awakening within ourselves to be more on the path of what we're meant to be on. Soulmates are not always romantic partners. They could sometimes be friends, family members, co-workers, but they're anyone who teaches us such a profound lesson in our lives that we don't go back to the old version of ourselves. We can't, once we kind of awaken and see something. And that's exactly what you've been for them, Aries. Maybe in the past, before they met you, they may have been flirtatious, they may have been a charmer, borderline maybe a player, someone that always thought they were going to be single, but you've changed all that, Aries. You really have. They don't need the attention or the flirtation from anyone else but you. There is someone that likes to go to the gym a lot. Maybe someone lives by the gym, but they like to work out. They like to look good. I'm just throwing that out there for someone, maybe like a fitness instructor as well. But anyway, let's dive into this. How they feel about you is the Two of Swords. Libra energy. So with this card here, I feel a decision. And maybe for a while they were stuck. They were stuck to the devil energy as far as being too afraid to take that risk, being too afraid to take that chance, not knowing what's going to happen. So staying safe, not expressing, staying silent, that was tempting for them. Maybe even they thought that for a while it was going to encourage you to make the first move. But on the other side, they know the truth of the situation. And they know that there's a truth that can't be denied. And I feel it's that they love you. That they love you and that they envision a life with you. They envision being with you and moving in together, having something so profound that they know they can't have with anyone else. And they can't deny that whether, metaphorically, Cupid's arrow has struck them very hard, very deep. And I feel as if they've known the ball was in their court to act on this. So I do feel they're taking the bow and arrow and setting their sights on you, Aries, and they're going to try to make something permanent. So I got to say, if they call you, text you, ask you, I need to see you, they're about to bring up something serious face to face. Okay? What they think of you and think of this connection is the Four of Pentacles. Capricorn energy. This may be giving them the extra rush to do this, Aries, because maybe for as long as this has taken, for as long as you've been waiting, or how patient you've been, I think it's the patience are starting to wear off a little bit. Maybe they kind of sense that you're closing yourself off in some way. And I don't think it's in a, very harsh way, but it's in a way that I'm letting you know that either I'm disappointed by the lack of action or I need more. I want more. You need to show me more with the Pentacles. Now, others of you, if it's not so severe like that, they think they want to hold on to this. They think they want to hold on to you. And I do feel they're truly deciding you're the person that they want to be with. I do feel, even if you are single, you guys haven't mutually, exclusively dated each other. They've always thought that it was like an unspoken rule that you guys wouldn't be talking to other people. But there's something that needs to be more cemented. There's something that needs to be more grounded. And I think it's that seriousness and that devotion is what you've been waiting for. Whether it's to go public with your relationship, to make it official and to introduce each other as my partner, my boyfriend, my girlfriend. They think it's time now to hold on to this before you kind of detach completely. What they like the most about you is the Temperance card. Sagittarius energy, Libra energy. You know, I'm just hearing straight up that you're just chill. You're not dramatic. You're not forceful. They do kind of view you in a lot of ways as being an earth angel. You're someone that is a healer naturally. You're someone that gives so much love. You're someone that makes the best out of every situation they're put in. You may not have had an easy deck of cards dealt to you, Aries, in regards to your home life, in regards to your upbringing, but you somehow always make the situation turn around. Even relationships, maybe you know sometimes we're in the new workforce, we are introduced to new people, and sometimes for whatever reason, they just assume stuff about us, have opinions about us, or may simply just be jealous of us. But even you can turn some jealous people around. You're just a good person in and out, and you have an amazing soul that this person's soul recognizes. You may be doing something that helps heal the community, whether that's a teacher, a light worker, a social worker, someone who may volunteer, not because they feel like they have to for appearances, but because they want to. A good friend, someone that people can always rely on. I don't know, Aries, they almost feel like you have this like otherworldly type of energy that is so rare to find in other people. You're just a good person, and that's what they love about you the most. What they don't like about you is the Four of Wands, Aries energy. And with this Four of Wands, I am just really looking at this as, for a lot of you that have a distance between the two of you, that's the hardest part, is that you're not near them. You don't live in the same area. You don't live in the same few minute distance where they can just drive and see you whenever they want to, and they miss you when you guys are apart. They wish you could be closer. You know, different than I usually feel with this card, if that's not so much the case, you are very, very independent. Maybe even some of you live alone and they get worried about that, worried for your safety when they drop you off or when you have to go back to your place. They always want to make sure that you lock the doors or that you send a "I made it home fine" text message. But even so, for some of you guys, your level of independence sometimes may give them the fear if you feel like you have to do it all on your own sometimes to maintain your well-being, to maintain your space. They sometimes want you to let them in a little bit more. Maybe you're protective of your environment, you're protective of your area. So maybe you're very selective about who you let into your inner circle. And maybe for some of you guys, you don't get along with certain family members of theirs. But even so, with the Temperance card, you still know how to ease it out. You still know how to make it livable. There are 2 4s here. Your birthday could be April 4th, April 14th, perhaps March 24th for some of you guys out there. You could be seeing a lot of 4s, 444, as a confirmation. But also for some of you guys, if this was part of the devil energy that they were battling and going through, you know, there may have been a part of them that was afraid to commit to you. That if you guys were to be together, something would happen that would make everything fall apart. Everything would be messed up. Someone does like to wear like animal print or has like animal print in their bedroom. Maybe even their drawers. But anyway, what they like the most about this connection is the Fool card. Aries energy, also Aquarius energy for me as a reader. It's been a whole new experience with you. A whole new chapter in their life unfolded the moment they met you. And it's been a breath of fresh air. Again, maybe some of their ego wounds had to deal with very dramatic, clingy, controlling, obsessive people. You're the opposite of that, Aries. You want people to feel independent, free, accepted as who they are. You may almost have like a free spirit or like a traveler's type of soul that doesn't like to stay in the same place for too long. Maybe likes to travel a lot. And maybe since this whole pandemic is kind of coming to an end, you've been traveling a lot more. Maybe you guys have been taking trips with you together, whether that's, far overseas or even just a weekend trip together. But they feel like hanging out with you, there's always an experience. There's always an adventure. There's always fun and there's always excitement. Or maybe that you've also done and made the travel to come see them, which is something they very much appreciate. They also may like that you like their dog a lot, or their pet in general. You get along with their pet or their dog too. You're an animal person, and that's something they really love. What they don't like about this connection is the Eight of Pentacles. Virgo energy. So if there is a big change that needs to happen, for example, moving, for example, making a commitment, it's going to be a lot of work. And in general, maybe for some of you guys, with any relationship, it takes a lot of work. Like I was telling Pisces, I've been in my relationship with my Virgo for 12 years. We were not the same people when we met when we were 18. We were very different, and we had to kind of go through life with the ups and the downs, but figuring out how we can make this work. And although this may have been a challenge for them to kind of understand what works best, how I can make this work, I think they've been learning that this was a part of them overcoming their demons. I think they have a reason to fight for this. They have a reason to work for this. And trust me, Aries, like I said, they haven't done it to this level with this amount of dedication with anyone else before. And they're hoping that they're not too late. They're really not, because they really do want to show you now that they're ready for all the work they have to give to you. They're wondering if you're still ready and still able to put them out the work in too. But I feel Spirit, God, the universe is encouraging this. I feel this is very high vibrational, despite what someone had to conquer and overcome. Someone may be going through house renovations or painting new walls, which has been taking some time out of the connection as well. But anyway, highest hopes is the Two of Wands, Aries energy. They're hoping that the passionate pull between the two of you is strong enough to overcome whatever mountain you guys had to climb to get to this top. They're hoping they could build up the courage, the excitement to make their shot. They're choosing you, Aries. This is also 2 2s here, so your birthday could also be April 2nd, April 12th, March 22nd for some of you guys. But 222 is coming through very, very strong for me, and I feel that Spirit's message for you to have faith in this. Because they are ready, they are excited, they are so in love with you. And I feel as if this reminder of how much they love you is building up the momentum for them to choose to act on this in a big way. That is going to be the initiative to start a whole new life or a whole new chapter in this love story that you've been on with this person. And this person likes to wear a particular hat, whether that's a baseball cap, a beanie, a beret, I don't know. Deepest fear is Queen of Pentacles. Capricorn energy. I feel this is a part of your fear too. Are they really ready for this commitment? Are we really ready to put in this work in? Are we going to support each other? Are we going to save up maybe for the finances to start building a life together? Do we have enough to go in on an apartment together, a home together, to make a big move to get closer to each other? They may be afraid if money and finances could get in the way of the two of you. But I feel, Aries, especially for those of you that felt like you've waited a long time or were wondering if this was ever going to happen with this particular person, they wondered if the opportunity has come to pass and that you are now working on new things. You're keeping your worth to yourself, your time to yourself, and decided to dedicate it to something else that would prove more beneficial, more profitable. But that is a fear. That is just a fear that still crosses their mind, or even what they have to offer. Would it be good enough? Would it be something that you would accept? That's the other sword that they kind of battle with within themselves in their heart for you right now, Aries. All right, Aries, to see what they're going to do in the upcoming days and weeks as January unfolds, what is going to happen that you need to know of in the very near future, we're going to go ahead and take this to Vimeo for the extended reading. I'm going to overturn this card here to show you the likely outcome and pull some more cards to just dive deeper into this connection for you. So with whatever happens, you make the best decision for yourself. If you'd like to join me for the extended reading, open up the description box and you'll find the link to Vimeo, which will take you to the extended reading. But if this is where we depart, Aries, I really hope that this reading has resonated with you, has given you confirmation, clarity, healing, insight, and guidance in regards to whatever's going on in your love life at this time. And if it has, please let me know. Drop a comment below, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe. I love you, Aries, very much, and I'll see you next time. Take care, Aries.